This one was pretty old, remember? But they do a wonderful job taking care of it. Oh, you're fine. No, you ladies, I don't want you up there. I'm going to get behind you and go further down on the left. If we could scoot down just a tad. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so you've just entered the front parlor, and some of you are actually in the back parlor, which is fine, but you're in the back parlor also. Remember I said in 1856 they literally raised the roof to add a second story. Now today that second story is their bedrooms, and you'll get to see those. Until those bedrooms were built upstairs, some of you already in the back parlor, that was their bedroom. So this is where 3 of the 4 sons are born. And then this is where they will lose Eddie when he's 3.5 in this back room, which used to be the bedroom. And then when it became a second story, then this became a back parlor. Okay, in this front parlor, you can see it's pretty formal. Do you think they let the boys play in this side of the house?
No.
Why would you say no? Yes, ma'am.
Because they have glass and breakable stuff.
Exactly. They have lots of breakables here.
And the front parlor has to look nice for guests.
Exactly.
It receives
Exactly.
guests.
So in the home right now, we have between 50 to 60 real family of the Lincolns, their items. When they were getting ready to move to Washington, D.C., when he was elected to the presidency, they actually talked about selling the house, but they decided they wouldn't do that. They were going to rent the house out, but they will have kind of like a garage sale, tag sale, and they sold a lot of their items because it was too expensive to ship them out to D.C. For us here at the home, we're lucky though that some of the items have come back to the home. So I'm going to point out a few of the items that did belong to the Lincoln family. But if they are not Lincoln family items, they are antiques of the time period, and they would be exactly what the Lincolns owned if we had proof. So like I said, you got the 2 drawings, we know what was in these 2 rooms. All right, so in this front parlor, some of that upholstered furniture, some of those rocking chairs, they belong to the Lincolns.
Did the pictures do?
Those actual pictures did not, but if you look at the drawing in front of you, you do see 2 pictures above the mantle. We think that's who they had up there, but those may not be the exact ones that the Lincolns have. That's a good question. To your far left, that table that has the marble top under the mirror, that belonged to the Lincoln family. In front of you standing, it's kind of a stand. It has books and busts and glass bottles right here. They called it a whatnot. That was theirs, and you can see it there in the drawing. In the back part of the parlor, some of those candelabras on the mantle belong to them. And then when we go through, you'll see a bookcase that was also theirs. But as I said, if they're not Lincoln items, they are of the time period. If you look at the drawings and you look at the wall in the drawings and the rug, you see the patterns. They've done a lot of research, and they think they're very, very close to the actual colors that the Lincolns would have used. These double doors here are original. So if you can imagine if Mr. Lincoln were maybe having some political people over, but his wife was entertaining perhaps some friends, they could shut these doors, and then each side would have their privacy. But then if they were having a big party, and they will have quite a few parties here, they could open these double doors and then use both rooms for the guests. And anytime you have questions, please ask. So do we have any questions yet? Okay, then what I want you to do is you're going to, who's ever my leader here, you're going to walk on through, look in the dining room, and then when you're looking at the dining room, come into the sitting room where I will meet you next. You guys are doing great with all the rules. Thank you. Girl Scouts do listen, don't they? And if you'll come all the way down here, that would be great. Thank you.
Sorry.
You might want to scoot just a little bit over more. That'll be great. Thanks. We can all fit in here. Let's get a little bit close. You guys are doing great. Thank you so much for following
Nice
all
room.
the rules. Okay, so here's my question. This room here, Do you think they'd let the boys play on this side of the house?
Yes.
And why would that be? Yes, ma'am?
Me?
Yes?
Because there is little rocking chairs and
Not as many what? Exactly, not as many breakables. Very good. Okay. This is what they call the sitting room. We probably would maybe sometimes refer to it as a family room. During the day, kind of picture the boys, running in and out with their friends and their pets. At night, this is often where you would find the entire family. Do any of you know how tall Mr. Lincoln was? Very good. And even today, he's still our tallest president. So which chair here do you think would be comfortable for him? Yes? Go ahead.
the black one.
Well,